We kick off a new Project X with the guys from DragonFire Racing. This Razor XP is going to be sick. Project X is brought to you by DragonFire Racing. Feel the heat.
I'm Scott Hyland with DragonFire Racing, and this is Project X. We're going to take an XP 900 and turn it into a 955. Let's go build some horsepower today. The XP 900 is an awesome machine. It has not only great suspension, but a great motor behind it as well. It gives you that little extra punch that some people are looking for. Because it's one of the newest vehicles, and we're getting a lot of demand from consumers wanting to enhance the performance of these things, we thought this was a natural. So we started developing a line of parts not only in suspension for the woods, but also motor packages and exhaust and other components. We've got the suspension package, the Yoakley Edition Woods package. We've got a gusset kit for the front end. We've got a Yoshimura exhaust system that was developed for us. We've got fuel controllers. We've got airbox modifications. We've got steering wheel. We've developed a package that's a little narrower. It's about 6 inches narrow in track width. We used a real high caliber shock called Exit, and it's adjustable, compression adjustable. We've also got a great solution for the rear of the car, which are what we call the high-rise rear links. On the engine mods, we've got some great stuff in store here. What we've done is we've taken the stock bore size, which is 93 millimeter, and we bored the cylinders and replated them to 96. And in the displacement, pumped the motor up another 50 cc's to bring it to make now the XP 955 project. And then to go with that, you got to couple that with some clutch mods. You start making this kind of power, you need something to put it to the ground. You know, you're going to improve performance 25+% of the stock unit. Here we do a lot of fabrication work. We produce doors and bumpers, and some of the cage accessories are done here. We want to strengthen it a little bit more, and we also want to give it a race-inspired look for people that really, you know, want to have a really unique looking vehicle but don't want to spend a ton of money. We came out with a new line of seats. We've got our gauges, our switch panel assembly. We've got our LED lights. Everybody in the office can't wait to get this thing together and go take it out. Okay, I want to introduce you to part of the DragonFire team. This is Nick Steinman and Seth Bredesen, and they're going to help me with the build. So guys, come on, let's get this stuff out of the way. Okay guys, we got to tear this whole thing apart. Everything's got to come off of it. You ready?
Yeah. Yeah. 5/16 Allen head socket and ratchet.
While they finish tearing the car down, next week we're going to come back, we're going to build the motor, install the clutch, and the exhaust. See you back in the shop.
Our Project X machine is completely torn apart. Now it's time for DragonFire Racing to put it back together.
Now we're going to put the ported cylinder on the motor.
Up next, DragonFire Racing begins to crank out one mean XP. You're watching Destination Polaris. Project X is brought to you by DragonFire Racing. Feel the heat.
I'm Scott Hyland with DragonFire Racing. This is Project X. We're transforming a Razor XP 900 into a 955. Let's go in the shop and see how we're doing. So here's our Razor XP 900 tore down to the bare chassis. Today we get started building the motor, installing the exhaust, and making our clutch mods. So here's what we're looking at: exhaust, clutching, and engine. And we're gonna put this on the car today. So we're gonna start the motor build by putting these big bore 96mm forged racing pistons in the engine. And then we'll install the cylinder head and the camshaft. Let's go. Because of the big bore and the extra horsepower, we've made some changes into the gasket design. So now we're gonna put the ported cylinder on the motor. So here we have the cam bucket that has a special coating that's been applied. It's gone through a special surface treatment, and then it's been coated by Ion Bond with their TB41 coating that cuts the frictional loss between the camshaft and the bucket to improve horsepower. This is a little secret you'd see in high-level racing from Formula One. So now we're going to install our high-lift camshafts. We've changed duration a little bit and up the lift. To give it that Italian styling, we powder coated the valve cover red. It's going to make the thing rip through the woods pretty quick. Okay, now that we got the engine together, we're going to start putting the exhaust on. The exhaust systems is a collaborative effort between DragonFire and Yoshimura. We came to Yoshimura with some design ideas, and they decided to partner up with us and develop a line of exhaust systems that really suit the needs of the UTV buyer. What we ended up designing was a system where we go 2 into 1 back out to a 2 with twin can muffler system, using a resonance chamber to help kill some of the noise, but at the same time create a scavenging effect and really increase power. Okay, now we're ready to install the airbox. In there you'll see a prototype of a velocity stack that we've custom made for woods riding application.
We're going to start into our clutch system now.
We went testing with this 955 package, and Nick came up with a spring package on the primary and secondary side, and also changed the helix to really help the ramp up for this additional horsepower that we're making. You definitely need to make a clutch change anytime you make a change in these cars. They're very sensitive to the clutch modifications, and we understand that here at DragonFire. The XP 900 is now a 955. So we've got the DragonFire exhaust system, our clutch mods installed. Next week, we install suspension. See you back in the garage.